Hello everybody, this is Lady Luna here, and I'm going to do another reading again for this week. Spirit has been wanting me to do another reading. If this resonates with you, then it was for you. Somebody out there, I will pull a card here, and we'll see what the energy is for the reading is going to be, just like we did last week. And again, somebody out there this will resonate with. And then again, if you call me and you want me to do a deeper reading for you, that'll be fine. Okay. Taking action, financial strength. Okay, so you got two cards this time. And it looks like to me that the two cards we're getting today is about taking action, and it's about also financial constraints. So somebody out there is having some issue with some money financially, or having issues reframing from spending too much money at this time. And obviously, how funny this is. This is during the holiday season. And yes, we know that the Yule or Christmas or whatever you want to call the holiday that's coming up in December definitely puts a tight pinch on our belts this time of year. So I guess it's kind of interesting that this would fall out. The Spirit chose to talk about final constraints and taking action toward that. So let's get started on laying some cards out here and see what Spirit has to say. Okay? So I think I will start with this deck here today. All right, Blessed Spirits, can you give us clarification cards on the action and financial constraints? Cards that you've chosen for the reading today. Blessed Spirits, we trust you. I call for my spirit guides, my arts and masters, and my archangels to assist me and guide me. Help me see clearly and know very clearly the readings that you want me to do today. Help me see all that you want me to see. Clarification, please. Just gotta be patient here and waiting for the Spirit to give me the appropriate cards. And yes, I do have to have them come out, so. And I have to be patient. Is there any more cards, Spirit, for this reading here that you, the energies that you've initiated? Whoa, I just about lost all those. I will flip this one over. Of course, it's about taking action, like the first card there is. So this is okay. Way too many, sorry. Just a few extra cards, Blessed Spirit. Just a few cards. All right. Okay. So I'm looking at this reading, and I feel, right now the main energy for the reading is about taking action about toward the financial constraints. So that means that you could be feeling a little tight right now, so in funds, and Spirit is just wanting to let you know there is action you can take toward that. And I'm going to see what Spirit has to say here. Again, he is and this is about being swift in action. So again, you got taking swift action so you don't get too far into debt. And you also got the Magician card. And the Magician card is the energy of saying that you have the skills, you have the ability, you have the resources available to you. You just got to find those resources that will help you get out of the financial constraints that you are in. And that would be the action that you would need to take. Okay. Also, it shows here that some of you, there will be a proposal of a proposal being brought to you, and it could be a proposal on how to make more income. It could be a proposal on how to step up in your job to get more income. But again, you have a proposal coming to you. But know that when that proposal comes to you, no matter if you feel uncertain about it or if you're worried about it, don't, because you have the Magician card right here in the middle, and it is saying that you have the skills, the resources, and the capabilities of getting this done or following through with this action. And you are told to be swift about it. Because you have the Knight of Swords, who is very swift and very active coming in. So you do have to get on to that. Don't let it bypass you. So when this proposal or opportunity comes to you, be swift about taking it, especially when it comes to finances and financial situations, because this right now, the Spirit is talking about the financial constraints that somebody is in right now. And it could be due to the holidays, absolutely. But it could also be due to losing a job, or the job has downsized. But it is definitely about financial constraints. This is what the reading's about. And the Spirit wants you to start taking action. So we're going to pull some cards on guidance on about that action, okay? Okay. ask the spirits, can you give us about making swift action? I want to ask Spirit for clarification on the Knight of Swords, please, in this reading. And you get a King of Swords, okay. Is there anything else, Blessed Spirit, you'd like to add to the Knight of Swords? Is there anything else that you'd like to clarify on the Knight of Swords? Some type of communication is going to be coming in because the sword is about communications, and you have the Knight of Swords who is like swift action. So something's going to come in quickly that's going to help you get that proposal. But right now you got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is definitely the king of his throne. He definitely knows. He knows about the communication. He knows about analytical thinking. He knows about setting rules and barriers. And so you may have to set a barrier on how you are spending this season or this month or the next month. So, but yeah, you got the swords here, and that's definitely about communication to me. And I feel like you need to use your head and be smart about how you're spending your money, so you don't get too far out and too much constraints, because apparently that is going to be happening like right now. Okay, so let me ask the Spirit for clarification on the Magician card. And that came out fast. And you got another King, sweetheart. So alrighty, so I love this. The Magician is about energy telling you that you have the capabilities, you have the resources, you have the skills to make this happen. So you already know you can do it. It's just you got to wait for that opportunity to happen. And this is what the King of Wands is. He is about an entrepreneur. He's about getting out there and making sure that there's money coming in some way, somehow. He's like a survivalist, I should say. This man knows how to make money and bring money in. Even if it's a small job here and a small job there, he's always out doing it, and he's very high energetic. So you got a lot of high energy in this reading so far, and that's telling me you need to get up and go. And I know the seasons are coming, and I know that we're having a hardship with some of the gift giving that we're going to be doing here soon, and Thanksgiving. But Spirit is telling you that you definitely have the ability to take care of this situation. And so yeah, you need to get moving swiftly. Know you have the skills. Trust that you have the ability. And find out about the resources you have available to you. And it's showing here that the King of Swords, you have a King of Wands. These are people that are at the highest point. They have control over their own element. So the King of Swords has a control over communications coming in, about having skills when it comes to analytical thinking. So you have the ability to come up with an idea to create that money for you for this coming season. You also have the ability to get that job. Like I said, the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He knows how to make the money. Even if it's out, for example, I know it's wintertime, but even if it's out collecting cans or something, you know how to get there and get that money. Even if it's the simple small jobs, but you know how to do it because you have the ability to do it, okay? And I'm going to pull a clarification card for the Knight of Wands. Blessed Spirit, can you give me a clarification for the Knight of Wands? Can you give me a clarification card for the Knight of Wands, please? Oops, got ready to lose everything here. Okay. Sometimes I gotta turn the cards around to make them work, but however Spirit needs them to come out. Clarification card for the Knight of Cups, please. Clarification card for the Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups here, please, Spirit, for this reading? And for the reader out there that's watching. I try to do this to accurate. Something flipped over. Give me 1 second. I know I've seen it. There it is. Oh, there's 2 cards. Okay. All right. Okay, there is a proposal coming to you about a new opening for either a position or a new possibility, even if it's short term. I don't feel like it's going to be a long term, but I do know that it can be a little exhausting this time of year. And so Spirit is having you, once you get this proposal that comes to you, that you need to remember to take some time for yourself and to balance out your spending. You need to balance that out. So don't overspend in some areas and not pay your bills, for example. So you need to be definitely taking time out and thinking, because you got another sword here, and thinking about how you're going to spend the money this year. I mean, be logical, because you definitely want to balance out. You don't want to be overspending and find yourself short and not being able to pay your bills or get the groceries or whatever. And but again, this is just Spirit bringing this up because the energy for this reading, and he said that somebody out there needs to see this, is about financial constraints and about taking action before it's too late, because you do not want to be stuck. The electric turned off or whatever. And in all honesty, when I was younger and I just first got out on my own, I was very naive and I did not know how to do all that. So yes, I've had my electric turned off before. I've had no food in the house before. And it could be because of the lack of knowing how to spend money and how to not spend money when you're not supposed to. But I was young and naive at that time. But again, this is about, financial constraints. Just restrain yourself, about going out there and overspending. But yeah, so you want to cause a balance. You want to have that happy balance. But I see that it's going to come. I do. I don't see this not going to be there because you've gotten the go-ahead. You got the skills and ability card. You got the prospect of something new coming to you. Okay. So now I'm going to ask Spirit if there's anything else they want to talk about this financial actions, constraint energy, the reading that they've given you to watch today. And this is for somebody out there who needs to hear this. I'm going to ask Spirit for some guidance here. Is there anything about Spirit and tell them what they need to do? But just know there is something coming to you. And just know you do have the ability to do it. It won't be asked, something will not be asked of you if you can't do it. It won't be. It'll be something that you already know how to do. So that's coming. And you have obviously you have the ability to start new jobs. You have the clarity of mind and thought in yourself to be logical thinking. So yeah, don't fret over it. Just make sure you have a balance with work life and home life, but also your bills. Just make sure. This is Spirit. Can you give me another card here for this reading? Possible outcome. That's the Spirit. Possible outcome. If I don't get any more cards, I'll probably have to change decks. And I don't know. That's what normally is a sign that nothing comes from this deck. Alrighty, well. Okay, well, this might be a short reading. Spirit does not want to talk. So I will pull a, where my card at? Here. About financial, well, I don't want to run in there real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back from the deck. I'm so sorry. Okay. So we're back, and this is about something that you can, Spirit likes to give people affirmations to tell themselves daily, okay, about getting out of this little financial issue that you're in. So I'm going to ask Spirit to please give you guidance. Please give them affirmation that they can use to get out of the financial constraints that they're in, get them moving toward the right direction. That's the Spirits. Just a card, please. That's the Spirits. That's the Spirits. Okay. Is there anything, bless the Spirit? Okay. Generosity. Okay. Is there anything else, bless the Spirits? Anything else, bless the Spirits? This reading. Okay. Alrighty. I guess not. Okay. Alright, so I guess Spirit is just trying to, to tell you, being generous with yourself absolutely is a good virtue, but you need to be cautious about spending too much, obviously, and causing yourself to have some type of issues. But money is positive energy, and it allows you to be generous to others. So when you do get this this job and this proposal that's coming to you for a new position or a new job, and it can be just temporary for the season, but be generous with it. Obviously, we don't want to be Scrooge and be stingy, but also remember to balance out your take care of your needs also. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit for a card to guide for upcoming changes and transformations for you. That's the Spirits. And this one turns sideways. End of an era. Okay. So right now there's a change coming towards you, and it will be an end of an era. So if you're having financial constraints or having financial issues, the end of an era that is coming to an end soon. So that's actually a good thing, especially when around the holidays, like I said. So, yeah, so I just want just to recap here. You definitely need to start taking action towards some type of financial constraints, so you're not having any struggles at home with your, with food and with bills. But just please do know that there is something coming to you quickly, and you have the ability and the skills to do whatever it is that's going to be presented to you, and it's going to come to you from possibly a man, not necessarily, but it's going to be somebody who is very nice and very giving and very caring. You'll know this, and you may even know this person already, but this proposition will come to you, and it looks like that when you get the swords again, it's going to be a clear communication. You're going to know it's actually that is what it's there for. And again, you got the entrepreneur card with the magician card, meaning that you got the ability to do this, and you know you have tricks up your sleeves to make something else come out so you can get that extra money for this season. Also, when you do get the proposal, don't overdo it. Please do take some time to rest and think logically about the situation, about the spending, and because you definitely want to balance. And you got this card with this, so it means it is going to balance out. Your income will balance out. It's got the generosity. Somebody's going to be very generous to you, or you can be generous to them once you get the money that comes in, which will definitely come back to you. That's how karma works. And it's going to be the end of an era. So that more or less means is the end of whatever you've been going through. So if you've been going through hardship, you're going to have some good times coming. And mostly this is another financial reading, apparently. So I hope that this really resonates with somebody out there. If you're reading this and you say, oh my gosh, that is definitely me, and you want more clarification, call me up. We'll talk about a time and a date to do that, and we'll go over in depth and give you some more guidance, some deeper guidance, all right? Well, this is Lady Luna, and I thank you so much for your time. And again, I hope this resonated with you. Many blessings.